I am Founding Father Benjamin Franklin, and welcome to the Step Up America Foundation podcast. Join us every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time as we celebrate incredible Americans from all walks of life. You may hear from a NASA astronaut, a professional or amateur athlete, a musician, and of course, current and past military heroes, just to name a few. And who knows, you might even learn a thing or two along the way. Well, that's enough for me. Let me introduce you to our hosts, John McIntosh, Mark Renahan, and Adrian Garcia. Take it away, team.
And how's everybody doing out there? Welcome to the Thursday edition of the Step Up America podcast. I am your host, John McIntosh, and bear with us. We're trying something new today. Isn't that right, Mr. Co-host Mark Renahan?
That is correct. Hello, everybody. If you can't see, I'm trying to figure out where I sit on the camera. So we are attempting to make Zoom more available here at the show so that our guests can zoom in and be seen as opposed to calling on a telephone so you can't see them. So please forgive us. We are all attempting to do this in much respect and thanks to the illustrious Noah, who is our engineer who came in early today and helped fix all this. And Noah, I just want to tell you, I love it when you give me the play-by-play of what you're doing, but I haven't the slightest idea what you're talking about. So I just wanted to point that out. And of course, to my left is Adrian. Oh, sorry.
Only so you know I'm not twiddling my thumb.
That's we know that, Noah. But of course, to my left is our other fantastic facilitator, Mr. Adrian Garcia. How are you, Adrian?
Oh, I'm doing good, Mark. We're trying out a new layout here for the podcast. Actually looks pretty cool on screen.
Yeah, I like it.
Well, I have to say, we talked about this earlier. It reminds me of old school Brady Bunch.
It does. It's a story of a man named Brady.
We just need a couple more people to zoom in. We'll be good to go.
Maybe at the end of the show, I'll give everyone on the show here a Brady Bunch trivia quiz to see if you've been paying attention. So we can stick with that.
And Mark, because it's Thursday, of course, we have the one and only. Now everybody can see him, Mr. Sgt Major himself, Johnny Myers. How are you, sir?
Outstanding, and hooah to all the listening audience.
Excellent.
All right, there we
go.
Well, John, I know we're going to get to Sgt Major Corners today. Sgt Major's Corner, I can always never say that correctly. But we still have something exciting coming up on February 27th, and I wanted to, briefly run over that with everybody. And again, next Tuesday will, of course, be Lacey Evans' Corner here at Step Up America. And joining Lacey and the team will be the founding member of the rap group House of Pain, who, of course, brings us the great song Jump Around. And he is now the executive director of the Outsiders House Museum, based on the novel by S.E. Hinton. Of course, Danny Boy O'Connor is going to be joining us with Lacey next Tuesday. But John or Adrian or Sgt Major, maybe one of you guys want to touch a little bit about the event before we get to Sgt Major's Corner.
Yeah. Hey, Mark, I want to go back to Danny O'Connor and him being on the show, right? On Tuesday with Lacey. He's a former guest of ours on the show. What an incredible story this guy has. So if you're out there and you're free next Tuesday, you got to tune in, because the combination of listening to Danny's story, what he's been through, all the trials and tribulations he's gone through, and what it's made him today is absolutely fascinating. Beyond fascinating, to tell you the truth. And you piggyback that up, Mark, with Lacey Evans and all of her motivation and her story. I'm excited about this show. It's going to be really cool. And Mark, I can guarantee you, we're probably just going to sit back and not talk and let Lacey and Danny Boy just do their thing. I'm almost guarantee it.
Yeah, no, that's the reason why. As soon as we met Lacey, I'm like, oh, Danny will do fantastic. The two of them are just both marketing, and Danny is a dream podcast guest. He gives you what you want. But another reason why I wanted to have Danny back on is, for those who don't know all of Danny's story, he used to live in L.A., of course, when he was in House of Pain. He was a celebrity and all that, but he moved recently to Tulsa, where he opened up he purchased the house that was used in the filming of the movie The Outsiders. He's met with S.E. Hinton, but he's been giving back nonstop to the Tulsa community, and it's cool to watch over Facebook and Instagram him continually giving back, running events, doing some charitable stuff. So he's a great guest, and of course the incredible Lacey Evans,
who not only is been gracious enough to be our host on Tuesdays, but this last Tuesday she came straight from the Royal Rumble and came right to our show, which was unbelievable for her to do that. So we've been really lucky with the guests we have. We may have an super incredible couple of guests coming up, but we don't like to leak them out until we 100% have things in writing. So.
Well, Mark, I'm going to leak it out just to put some pressure on there. We just don't have the date yet, but my childhood idol, Mr. Cal Ripken Jr. is going to be coming on the show. So
that'll be a good show.
Yeah, I'm leaking it, Mark, because I can't stand it any longer.
Well, all I'm going to say, Mac, is that we're going to have a long pre-show, like where I got to get you calm. I got to make sure you don't have any breakdowns. Where you might just, when you hear his voice, you may just freeze up and fall out of the chair. So we're going to have a very long breakdown. Like, listen, I know we're all very excited, but you gotta hold it in when Ripken gets on the phone, because we got to look like professionals.
You have to keep it together.
I'll survive. But anyway, Mark, you brought up this cool event we got coming up on the 27th. It's called the Step Up Kids Confidence Course, and this is going to be held in Beaufort, South Carolina. Beautiful country out there. We had the opportunity to go up there a couple weeks back, and I'll tell you what, the drive itself is worth going, because it is absolutely gorgeous up there. But what we're doing, Mark, is we're going to go out there with WWE superstar herself, Miss Lacey Evans, and we've got some obstacles that we're going to put the kids through. It's going to be a lot of fun, and in between each of those obstacles, they're going to be challenged mentally with some team building exercises, some lessons on U.S. history and civics. It's just going to be a really, really fun event. What do we got, Mark? We got a giant bounce house. We got a band coming. We're going to have cotton candy, hot dogs, all those kind of fun things. And the cool thing is, Mark, during this pandemic, so many people have been locked up, right? And it's just been hard to get out. And we're going to take every precaution. We're going to do the distancing. We're going to have all the sanitation, all those things available to make sure your kid's safe. But they get to go out for the small fee of $20 per family. Isn't that right, Mark?
Yeah, no. Sorry. Go ahead, John.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
I was just going to say, no, it's not only that, but like you said, I know a lot of people are concerned about the pandemic, as of course it's a pandemic. But we have taken all the necessary precautions, and again, it's in a huge outdoor open space where there's tons of room for everybody to keep distance, and do everything they need to do. And of course, little kids doing obstacles will be fun. Ben Franklin will be there. He's going to do some history. At least we're hoping to get that all up and working. We're going up next week to do test runs and everything. But it's going to be a super fun time. And again, this is our very first time doing this, so we want to have everyone bear with us. We are sure we will make some mistakes, as everyone does. But as this is our first one, it is our practice run, and we cannot thank Lacey enough for making it so easy by letting her. She's taking care of the majority of the stuff.
She's been awesome.
We plan on going from here further, and we'd like to at some point go all across the country. So please stay tuned to us for the next couple of months. We will be showing you a video of what the first inaugural